So, here's mine. I'm afraid of breaking. I have a fear that one day my brain will malfunction like a gear in a machine. I fear everything being too much, too loud, too close, and I might just break. People have told me I'm strong, resilient, and kind considering I grew up with an emotionally neglectful mom. She didn't teach me. I taught myself. I learned how to keep myself company, take care of myself, and how it was everything I needed to stay sane. I grew up without people, my grandma and my mentally absent mother being my company from a day-to-day basis. My brother would visit, but he never stayed long. I'd like to think I was his special sibling, sister at the time, but he had a different dad, a different family. I wasn't the only one. The neighbors were kind, but not my age, so I never stayed longer than my welcome. No kids at school liked me. I was a goody two-shoes, and the teacher praised me far more than others. I had grown up myself, raised myself, and I still continue to choose the adult choices no teenager made. One therapist, a particularly rude one, said I was a sociopath because of the way I disconnected myself from others in order to keep from getting disappointed or eventually rejected. You basically don't feel anything unless you want to. You're a sociopath. You manipulate others to get what you need and try to fit into society like a key. That's what a sociopath does. I shrugged her off, tucking away the words under a rug of hurtful things people had said to me, most from my mother. My worst fear is breaking and what comes after. In the real world, I'm experiencing it. Lights haze around me at a natural speed, swiveling in tune with blaring noise. The only word I could make out of the barrage of voices was murder. It repeated over and over like a song with no end. Names were being thrown around, fading into the noise before I could remember them. A man sat on the other side of the table, speaking in a soft tone. His voice rose above the others. You're being convicted of murder, Aaron. His dark blue-black brows froze in fear. My voice, not my voice, repeated his words. I'm being convicted of murder, I said. My voice, not my voice, was dead. There was no joyous tone, no happy memory stored in the lilts. My mind was foggy, sluggish. Murder? Crude, violent thoughts of a girl fumbled in front of my eyes like a shaking hand holding a picture. Violet hair, blue eyes, pale skin, long fingers, and tattoos. Fingers, my own fingers, not my own, wrapped around a thrashing neck, blue eyes, losing life, blood seeping, laughing and screaming. By the way, this has not happened.